Hi, Randy Lennon back with Biz One-on-One, and today it's Biz One-on-One Plus One. We're so thrilled to have iconic entrepreneur Peter Thomas and Jennifer Carroll, who's taking over Life Pilot. So Life Pilot is, what is it? Is it like a one-day seminar, a weekend? How does it work?
Well, let me give you a 2-minute what Life Pilot is primarily. It's a 4-hour workshop that usually goes from 9 to 1, or some people prefer 1 to 4, 1 to 5, mornings or afternoons. It's very rapid. It's got 4 segments to it. But you know when you're a kid and you go to school, you learn the multiplication tables? You learn what 1 and 1 is, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, and you know those and you memorize them. Well, the challenge is in life, there is no handbook, there is no instruction manual. People just expect you to know how to live life.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking when you were talking about.
Correct. And you just pick it up from grandma, from pop, from mom, and from school. Bit by bit you pick this up from people, but you never ever actually put it down into 1 and 1 is 2. So what Life Pilot tries to do, and listen, this is stuff that goes back to Socrates. It's not new. It's how people have lived their lives over the years, primarily successful people. And what are their secrets? What do they do? So we've taken Life Pilot. I guess one big question that everybody has, no matter how old you are, if you ask them that, they sit there with a blank look on their face. If I said, Randy, what is your purpose in life?
I have an answer for that,
Yeah,
but I've done a lot of work on myself.
Yes, a lot of work to get there. There's a lot of people, you can ask them whether they might be successful or not successful, old, young, men, women, doesn't matter. When you think what is your purpose in life, it's a big question. So we try to come, what we finish with in the end of 4 hours is a way that you can find out your purpose. So how do we do that? Is that we break the segmentation of how we suggest that you can use as a formula for your life, is place values first and foremost. That's the number one thing. Understand what your values are. And how do you dig those out? Well, we have a whole bunch of exercises that you can do that. But it's not complicated. Like, for example, if I said, I'd say most people put their hands up if I said, well, if they were confused, say, well, is health a value?
Right. How many are there in total? Like
literally hundreds.
Really?
A career could be a value, relationships, kids, family, education.
And should I only have 3 or 4?
Motorcycle riding could be a value.
Right.
You can anything you want it to be can be a value. And so we try and trim it up a little bit,
Yeah.
But we come up
you said you started with 11 and you brought it down
13.
to 4? 13?
I actually started with 3. How many did you have, Jen, when you started? Do you remember?
Probably a dozen, and then I narrowed down to about 6, and then when Phil was sick, it even got shorter. It depends on the type of the season you're in.
Well, you can tuck things under, like for example, my happiness, family, relationships, commitment, all that stuff goes under happiness. Because if my wife is happy, I'm happy. You know the old
Everyone should know that.
So, but anyway, we break the segment down. So values, I look at it like a building. The foundation of your life is your values. Now, how do you figure out how to live your life? We have 4 segments. And the first one is focus. Squirrel, squirrel, everybody's like that. People always get, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but they become unfocused. So we teach how to stay focused in life. The next one is teach people how to visualize. Stephen Covey said, begin with the end in mind. A lot of people, like 2 guys will go look at a piece of land, and one guy's like looking like this, the other guy's
excited.
Happy.
Yeah.
He sees the big building, the other guy sees an empty, full of weeds. So we teach you how to visualize ahead and visualize what you want to become. Like for example, Randy, I'd say to you right now, in your life, I'd say, what would the 10-year-older Randy say to the 61-year-old Randy?
Absolutely.
That's pretty powerful.
Yes.
So we ask.
It's all about the questions.
Correct.
Yeah.
And we ask questions like that, so you think, wow, visualization is a powerful, powerful segment. The next one is inspiration. Why am I pumped up all the time? Well, because I'm being around positive people, and I'm reading inspiring things, and I'm doing inspiring things. I sort of say I do great things and exciting things, and I create adrenaline, and then I run on the adrenaline. That's like gas. So I'm happy and pumped because I'm doing things I love to do. I'm here because I love to be here.
Right.
I love Life Pilot. I love telling the story. I love mentoring. I love teaching. So as long as I'm doing that, I'll do it forever. And the last segment we spend actually 45 minutes on reflection. So many people don't understand how good they really are.
Say that again.
So many people don't understand how good they really are. And sometimes I have to trigger, or we have to trigger that memory in them. For example, if they're not feeling too good today, you run into a hardship, there's hardships, you know, every week you run into something. Well, instead of, oh, poor me and woe is me, think back upon positive things that happen in your life. Think back to the birth of your kids. Think back to your graduation from high school. Think back to when you won that relay race. And take mental pictures of those reflections. And those reflections will carry you ahead to the next ones.
Because everybody has something that they can look back on.
Everybody.
That they're proud of.
Absolutely.
Where they've done something where they didn't even realize they could do it. Jennifer, you are taking over because this poor old guy
has no energy or enthusiasm anymore. He's just like, go retire.
And I'm going to ask him in a minute when he's 90. What is his 90-year-old going to say to his 80-year-old? That blows my mind. It's so interesting because you've been amazingly successful in business, Peter, and now you would never, if you were coaching someone who's starting a business, you would never let them start the business without a business plan.
Correct.
What's the plan?
Correct.
And yet we just end up living our lives and being buffeted along.
Correct. I always look at life as like a deck of cards. So we're each a deck of cards. There we are. Some have got lucky, got an ace, tens, queens, tens, jacks. But you know, success, if you look at successful people many times, they don't have a whole bunch of aces. They don't have anything special. What the key to success is learning how to play your hand.
Exactly.
Learning how to play the cards you're dealt with.
It's just that formula where you just go to your values and you look at them.
Easy, every day.
Said, no, I want what this guy has, and he's doing this, but no, these are the things I value. So in fact, I'm not going to choose to do that. So that's where the formula comes to play. It's, you know, life coming at us, people telling us what to do, opportunities, and we have to choose and prioritize our life based just on this simple formula, which is 1 + 1 is 2. Here are my 5 values.
Health, freedom, happiness, integrity.
And
health,
if it
freedom,
doesn't fall
happiness,
under
integrity.
them,
Do I want to make an investment I'm looking at today? Will it affect my health? No.
No.
My freedom? Maybe.
Yes.
You know?
Perhaps negatively.
So take a look at that. So you make sure, does it fit with my values? Does it fit? If it fits, away you go.
And then your life becomes on purpose.
Well, you've created a lot of value for me today and for everyone watching. Really appreciate having you on. Jennifer, great luck and success with Life Pilot. Peter, so nice to see you again. Peter Thomas and Jennifer Carroll. It's called Life Pilot.